Ball Facts coming back at you again, and we gonna give you the facts. Today we're gonna talk about Lonzo Ball. The media's been talking about him, so I'm gonna put my comment on it as well. But before that, let's hear our disclaimer from LeVar.
But let's talk about how the media try to, portray the kids to be a certain way, or if they try to bash them and talk down on them.
Negativity sells. So you don't want to hear about all the good stuff my boys are doing or the good stuff I'm doing.
So with that being said and got that out the way, let's go ahead and hear what they got to say, then I'm going to comment on it. Come on.
Lonzo Ball came off the bench to score 10 points, 4 of 10 shooting. This year, his averages of 10 points per game, 4.7 rebounds, and 5.5 assists. They're basically just even with his career numbers. So, Perk, we're getting into a point with Lonzo where the question is he going to continue to improve as a player, or is this kind of who Lonzo Ball is?
22 years old? No, he has time to improve.
No, this is who he is. He's not a superstar and he's not a star. He was the number 2 pick with high expectations from his father and everybody else. And to me, he's a bust because this is not
a bust?
Yes, this is not number 2 production right here.
Number 2 production? He's been injured every year he's played.
A number 2 pick, this is not what you draft a number 2 pick for.
I'm not going to throw the B word at him, but I will say,
it's okay. I got your back if his daddy run up on him.
Kendrick, stop the tough guy act. What are you trying to do? Go viral?
I don't care. I'm not fair.
I got your back. It's okay to say what you got to say.
Make a free throw, but B, it is interesting. Like, I don't really know what the point of him is once Zion comes back, because Brandon Ingram is clearly going to be the number 1 option.
Get off of this show. Brandon Ingram is not going to be the number 1 option. It's going to be Zion. And how can you say you don't know what's the point when he comes back? Lonzo, Zion, get out of here.
And yeah, they'll play fast and they'll throw outlet passes, but like half-court offense, he has no value, limited value, just standing around while other guys do stuff.
I mean, you drafted a guy number 2 because he outlets and give up the ball early. Like, come on, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. On this show, on the jump, Rach, I appreciate it, but we speak these facts.
No, Kendrick Perkins, you don't speak facts. We do here at Ball Facts. Just because your game is outdated and you wouldn't be able to run with Lonzo Ball, don't mean that the game ain't good. We see that the game is good. He just needs people to keep up with him. And you trying to downplay him and Zion together. Brandon Ingram's team, wait till Zion comes back. You guys obviously just got on something. Kendrick Perkins, you could just tell you speaking with a little bit of bass in your voice, like you got something against the Ball family. It's evident. Anybody can't see that. It is what it is. Does he need to improve on his half-court game? Yes, of course. But don't downplay what the man does. It's phenomenal. Let's keep going.
They brought in Lonzo. Yo, this is the future. Your number gonna be in the rafters, Zoe. And now they get traded. One guy has been able to flourish in Ingram, and it seems like Lonzo has plateaued.
No one's really talking about it, but I can go negative.
Yeah, we know.
Lonzo's not been great this season. I expected a lot more from Lonzo Ball because I love Lonzo Ball's game.
Me too.
If you love Lonzo Ball's game, then you know the environment he needs to flourish. If you really love his game, you should be on here saying, why aren't they using his game? See, this is what people don't get. They say he's plateaued. The man hasn't even played a full season. How can you plateau when you're 22 years old, always injured in the off season, no time to really even have a full off season to work on your game, and you've plateaued? No. You haven't even begun to scratch the surface of Lonzo Ball. Now, if you want to say he's injury prone, okay, I'll give you that. And we're hoping that he heals up and everything works out. But if that's your complaint, that's valid. But to just say that the man is a bust, like Kendrick Perkins, is a statement that comes out of somebody's mouth who's ignorant about basketball or just a hater. One or the other. Pick your poison. Pick what you choose. Because you think that this man is a bust when he had 2 years injured, comes in, and last night, 20 minutes, 10 points, solid, changed his whole shot up. Ask Markelle Fultz how hard it is to change your shot up. And still working and working, give him time to grow. Kendrick Perkins, you would hate to inform the world if Lonzo Ball got better. You wouldn't even want to be on the show. If Lonzo Ball started doing well, you wouldn't want to even take your statement back. But guess what? You're going to have to. At some point, you're going to have to look at Giannis Giannis been in since once 2013. He just learned how to shoot the last couple years, kinda. Ben Simmons still working on it, but at least their coaches let them do what they're good at. Lonzo Ball should be able to do what he's good at. That's what these coaches don't get. Alvin Gentry, thank you for picking up your defense on the last couple games. But bringing Lonzo in off the bench and still not running him, you're just going to get glimpses of what he can do. And when Zion comes back, all these words, especially this other guy saying, oh, look, Ingram now is going to be the number one option. Zion, when he comes back, they're going to, well, what is Zoe even there for? It shows how much you know basketball. If Zion looks at Lonzo and says, we're going to run, then the NBA better run, because they're coming for that 8th, 7th spot. They're going to make a run if Zion comes back. Sad part is, guys, I don't know why. I get the feeling that Zion might not even come back this year, or should I say this season. I hope he does, but this is just what's going on in the news right now. They're bring up Lonzo every once in a while and go through it and talk about him. And of course, I'm going to have to come back and speak some facts, because I know Lonzo can work on his game. Duh, a lot of NBA players can work on their game. But on this channel, we tend to focus on everything. We look at the pros and the cons. We're not just going to look at the things that they allow you to do that are not your skill, and then not look at the things that are your skill that they're not allowing you to do. We're going to talk about it all. But Lonzo is under a microscope right now. He's being pressed. They're putting pressure on him. The pressure has been applied to say, change, Lonzo, change. Don't just be a guy with the best court vision and the guy that can push the tempo. We need somebody who can get buckets. And I'm like halfway on both, because I don't want him to push that issue so much that he loses the other, because the other is so valuable. It's just an untapped resource. It's a mine that you haven't dug into, and the NBA doesn't get that. And everybody that's told me LeBron has the best court vision in the NBA. LeBron, he gets to show his court vision. They give him the ball and they let him do whatever he wants. If you did the same thing with Lonzo, you gave him the ball and said, how you want to do the team? And he said, okay, I want to do it this way. Y'all run. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. You would see very quickly that Lonzo had been surpassed LeBron's court vision. I said it. I said it and I meant it. Now, like I said before, the Pelicans, the NBA is applying pressure to Lonzo Ball to change. And they're basically saying, if you don't change, you'll be out. See, that's the first stage, from the starting line up to the bench, to less minutes on the bench, to being traded, to being out. And I don't know who wants Lonzo Ball out of the NBA, but apparently by the comments that I get on these videos, there are a lot of people who want him out of the NBA. There's a lot of people that do not want him to show his talent, to show his ability, his court vision. And see, that's why a lot of factors are at play. Lonzo changing is one solution, but that's going to take time. If Lonzo starts making his layups, he knows how to jelly, he can start making the mid-range. Okay, we're done. We ain't got to worry about anything. Call it a day. Lonzo's in the NBA. LaMelo's coming to the NBA, and they can leverage Skilly Angelo. But if Lonzo cannot improve his game in time, when this contract is running up and stuff like that, it's going to be all on LaMelo to come in and get some buckets and get it done. He's going to have to be good enough to get his brother with him. Do you guys look at the Milwaukee Bucks? They got 2 sets of brothers on there. Lopez brothers, and then the Antetokounmpo brothers. Come on now. Don't tell me that we can't get all 3 Ball brothers on one team.
Everybody's trying to create the big 3. They've been big 3 since they've been babies. And the people telling me, they said, man, the odds of all 3 of your boys being on the same team? I said, yeah, probably the same odds of me coming in the NBA with my own brand. So don't tell me nothing about no odds.
Right.
So the stage has been set. Lonzo's got to work on his game. LaMelo got to get healthy, stay healthy, and come in cracking. And LiAngelo, I've been trying to do a little investigation on you to see where you at. I hope that you coming along nicely, because if we get them all three together, it's a wrap. But you know how people feel. They feel like that's unlikely. That's no. They just don't want to see LeVar win. But brothers are getting on the same team all the time. Why not these brothers? Why not Lonzo's style of play? Why not reunite Captain Planet? Y'all know what it is. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share these videos. Ball facts again. Peace.